Hey everybody, my name's Justin Cook. I'm with Olive Branch Fire Department. Today we're going to be talking about use of portable fire extinguishers. Before that, I need to tell you there's a restroom in the back. There's an exit to my left. More like guys, that'd be your right. Right there. Okay. I've been a paramedic going on 12 or 13 years. I started working with Olive Branch in 2018. I'm a firefighter paramedic for them. And I got these little handouts we're gonna pass around. Don't mind, I've got a little fire extinguisher up here to display so you kind of know what I'm talking about. If you've never seen one, generally they're red, some are yellow, some are silver. All right, let's go on to the next slide. Our objectives today are going to be successfully locate and choose the proper fire extinguisher for the class of fire, be able to describe different classes of fire, describe and demonstrate the use of the pass method, and understand the importance of public education on the use of portable fire extinguishers. Ready? All right, portable fire extinguishers. They're usually, a lot of them are kept on your apparatus. Location depends on your department. I know there's always going to be one generally on the interior of the cab for, I guess, if the cab sets on fire. But then you're usually probably going to have a 20-pounder somewhere, close to your power packs. We keep ours beside a power pack generally because Olive Branch, we like to bring one out anytime we're using like a tool that's got fuel or something like that in it. Let's see, and they're also readily available in the public. Usually by every exit you come across, there's generally going to be a fire extinguisher. Let's see, and allows firefighters to easily contain and extinguish small fires with limited property damage. Let's see, small brush fires, car fires, unauthorized open burns. And most of the fires are going to extinguish with an extinguisher going to be in the incipient stage of the fire. Keep moving on to the next page. Classes of fire. Class A, fire is fueled by ordinary combustible material, usually anything that's going to cause a ash. Examples of Class A fires are wood, plastic, paper, cloth, rubber, household trash, things of that nature. We'll move on to a Class B fire, which is fueled by any flammable liquid or flammable gas. Examples of Class B fires would be gasoline, propane, natural gas, oil-based paints, stuff of that nature. And a Class C fire is fueled by electrically charged components or equipment. Examples are energized appliances, outlets, circuit breakers, lighting fixtures, and so on. Class D fire is fueled by combustible metal. Examples of Class D fire fuels: magnesium, potassium, aluminum, titanium, and zirconium. And Class K, that's when fire is fueled by cooking oils and cooking greases. Examples of Class K fire fuels: cooking oils and fats. We'll move on to classes of fire. Being able to properly identify the fuel burning in a fire is essential in choosing the proper portable fire extinguisher you need to use. Consider the following as examples. Consider the following examples of choosing the wrong fire extinguisher for the job. Would be using water to extinguish a Class D fire involving combustible metal. Kitchen fire, if you don't want to spray a water can on a kitchen fire, could cause a nice little splash. Let's see, moving on. The two types of fire extinguishers found on your fire apparatus: ABC and a water can. I know a lot of truck companies, some of these guys will take a water can in with them in case they get closed off, fires impeding into their area. They can kind of knock a little bit of stuff back with a water can. I've seen water cans used to knock out, kitchen fires that hadn't just got real out of hand. ABC extinguishers hadn't really seen, usually water cannon's gonna be your go-to on a fire engine. Thing to remember about an ABC extinguisher is when you use one of those, that chemical in there is very corrosive to fine metals. So if you discharge one in somebody's house or something, they're replacing all their appliances, you know, their TVs, their computers, because that stuff's probably over time gonna not work anymore. Water, the method of extinguishment, it cools the fuel below its ignition point, best used for Class A fires. Dry chemicals like ABCs. Method of extinguishment, it interrupts the chemical chain reaction involved in combustion, and it absorbs heat. Let's see, another common type of C is a CO2 extinguisher. I've never seen one until I started working in the fire department. I was like, oh wow, I got a CO2 in here. I was like, why the hell is it in the pantry? You know, like things like, man, it's odd. So later on, I found out that whenever you're napping, that's the best time to deploy a CO2 extinguisher. You just walk up and frost whoever's sleeping in the recliner at 10 a.m. That usually gets them up. Let's see, we'll move on. I do not encourage that. That stuff's really cold when it comes out, and you can give somebody frostbite. Fire extinguisher classifications, the letter corresponds with which class of fire the extinguisher is best suited for. For instance, an ABC extinguisher is best suited for use on Class ABC fires. That's kind of self-explanatory. The number corresponds with the effectiveness of the extinguisher. Class A extinguisher, the number reflects the amount of water the extinguisher contains. Yeah, as far as a water cannon would. Class B extinguishers, the number reflects the approximate area in square feet. We'll move on. Remember, when you use one, it's used the pass method. Pull the pin, which is here. It's held on by a little tamper seal. Aim the nozzle, sweep, or aim the nozzle, squeeze, then you sweep. You always want to stay kind of like the recommended distance away. If you walk up too close on like some fuel that's on fire and you just walk up over it and blast it, it's going to splatter flammable liquids everywhere. So that's why they say kind of, there's a recommendation on every bottle. Like say that one, I think is like 8 to 10 feet away, then you sweep walking into it. So we'll move on to public ed and safety. I just went over that. Kind of follow the recommendations on the bottle. It gives everything you need to know on there for the public, and that's part of the UL listing. And NFPA stuff is anybody should be able to look at an extinguisher and be able to properly use it just based off a little picture. And public education, part of your job as a firefighter is educating the public on how to use it, when to use it, when to back out, when to call 911. And let's see, the summary of all this is going to be knowing the location of portable extinguishers, how to use them, the classes of fire they're intended to use them for. Pass, point, aim, squeeze, sweep. A person well trained in the use of a fire extinguisher can extinguish 2 times the amount of fire that an untrained person can. Is there any questions?
Okay.
All right, well, that's it. Y'all go home, have a good day.